It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Pats and the Niners coming up next.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Well, the 49ers getting ready to go on offense, and it's the Pro Bowler Brock Purdy at the helm in his third NFL season now out of Iowa State.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. A tough season for them to this point, and here's part of the reason why. You see the injuries have left them shorthanded in prior weeks, and that's the case again here in this one.
Brandon, great teams can overcome injuries and keep their seasons on track, but sometimes even the great teams have injuries that are just too numerous, or they affect the wrong group of guys, the guys who actually lead their ball club, and it's just tough to get past them. This team struggling with that.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. So here come the Patriots to take over for the first time, led out by the rookie, the third overall pick back in April out of UNC, and that's Drake May.
And talk about someone who has absolutely lived up to his scouting report, because when we evaluated him coming out of school, everyone salivated over his big arm. He absolutely has a cannon. And this coaching staff, they're not going to be afraid. Even in his rookie year, they let him air it out downfield and find out what he absolutely can do.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw, it's May. He'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington. And he's brought down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
I love his versatility, the ability to play on the outside and also jump inside and run efficient routes. And then when you throw the ball downfield and it's 50-50 with the DB, he often comes down with it. Tremendous hands, very strong player.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Baker. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down is May. That's complete to Baker. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Purdy now to throw off the play action. He's got Ayuk once again. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Purdy. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
Sly on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. Out on the field now. Here come the 49ers. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to about the 40. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power. We saw finesse. We saw speed. And what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Purdy. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Throwing here, Purdy. Buying time to his left. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring.
At the 6-yard line.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Purdy now to throw. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Shotgun now with Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. McCaffrey is in. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Let's get this point. Check the kicker, guys. Give him some time.
Jake Moody now for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He connected on all 5 of his throws on that opening drive and finished it with a touchdown pass as they begin here 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. 3rd and 3. They'll throw with May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They run once more with Stevenson. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Looking to throw, May. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Niners are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one where you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Niners set to take over on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw, Purdy. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Sione Takitaki. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Purdy. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this is caught inside the 5. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Mitchell will score. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's May. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0 now. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
New England's offense set to go. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Throwing here is May. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. From the shotgun, May with it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. Whoa! It still won't go down. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
Extra point try now for Moody. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Pats going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To the air, May. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll get things started in the NFC. Arizona playing host to visiting Washington. And it's the Cardinals who have the lead as they play the second quarter. Michael Thomas, a touchdown reception. From there, we head east to check out the Jets at home at MetLife Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Aaron Rodgers, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. Finally, let's get over to Inglewood, see what's happening with the Chargers at home at SoFi Stadium. And that one's at halftime with the visiting Chiefs out on top. The Chiefs trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. We saw the former All-Pro Christian McCaffrey up to his old tricks in that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Fighting through at the 25. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. From the shotgun, it's May. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Fred Warner. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Here's a toss right side to Mitchell.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Patriots.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And now out come the Patriots.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He'll get this to Baker.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Play action. May. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll try the left side with Stevenson. Down to about the 37.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Niners offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. And it's been a struggle. A nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Purdy from the gun.
And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And they'll get to it right away as he's taken down right there at the 44.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
Looking deep for Jennings. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Now he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there for the Niners. 47 yards.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
Here's Pearsall on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Jerron Jennings.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers have moved out in front.
Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Patriots offense and Drake May headed back onto the field.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Here's 3rd and 3. To throw, it's May. That's complete to Baker. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The 49ers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
And he stopped immediately there.
Jonathan Jones there to make the stop. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, Purdy. And it is caught. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey.
Down to about the 32.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead.
Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 4. From the gun, it's May.
Nice move at the and it's a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw.
Open man, that's Henry. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll throw with May.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Baker. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
They'll set up to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
Stiff-armed him. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Drake May taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now he's loose again. And finally marked down at the 23. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a Niners 1st down. And that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. So the victory here for San Francisco. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for San Francisco, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for New England, they too will leave here at 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.